For years, astronomers have been searching the outer reaches of our solar system for a mysterious planet that could be lurking out there. They call it Planet 9, and they believe it might be several times larger than Earth. So why do scientists think there's a secret planet out there? And will NASA's new mission help them find it? Let's find out in today's episode. There are billions of planets in the Milky Way galaxy. Some are similar to Earth, and some are so bizarre they seem like they came from a science fiction movie. They've even seen some of these strange planets thanks to popular shows like Cosmos or Carl Sagan's favorite. But what if one of these planets is hiding closer to home? There may be a ninth planet orbiting our sun. Astronomers have been hinting at its existence since 2015, when they spotted a group of small objects with unusual orbits around the sun. Some people call this mystery planet Planet 9. Others refer to it as Planet X. Regardless of what you call it, its discovery could rewrite what we know about the formation of our solar system. In 2016, researchers from the University of Toronto used computer simulations to show how such a large object could have influenced the orbits of smaller bodies in the solar system, causing the strange clustering. According to their model, something 5 times heavier than Earth was needed to shift these objects from their original paths. If this is true, the planet would be roughly 3 times larger than Earth. It would also orbit 20 times further from the Sun than Neptune, which is pretty far. To put that distance in perspective, all the planets in our solar system could fit between the Sun and where this theoretical planet would orbit. And if it were visible from Earth, it would appear as bright as the planet Venus. Unfortunately, astronomers haven't actually seen it yet, just the path it supposedly left behind. So is there any proof Planet 9 really exists? Well, not exactly. While the gravitational influence theory sounds reasonable, other scientists aren't convinced. Many argue that the orbits of these small objects can be explained without invoking the need for an unseen planet. In other words, there may be another explanation for the gravitational anomaly. For example, the objects could have been nudged out of their original paths by the gravitational pull of multiple passing comets. These objects would then have formed a temporary cluster before scattering again. This idea seems plausible because our solar system has a lot of rogue comets. Scientists have observed thousands of comets in the Kuiper belt, a region of icy bodies beyond Neptune. The Kuiper belt may contain as many as 100 billion objects, ranging from small particles of dust to dwarf planets. Some of these comets have highly elliptical orbits that bring them close to the Sun every few hundred years. During their journey, they pass very close to Jupiter, Saturn, Neptune, and Pluto. Over time, the gravitational pull of these gas giants could have altered the trajectory of some comets. The passing comets could have then collided with other objects in the Kuiper belt, knocking them into the strange configuration that astronomers observed. So while the planet theory makes sense, it's not the only possible explanation. However, there is reason to continue searching for Planet 9. That's because the gravitational pull of a large planet would affect more than just the Kuiper belt. Comets in the distant Oort cloud would also be affected. The Oort cloud is a hypothetical shell of icy rocks that surrounds the solar system. It's thought to be about 100 trillion kilometers from the Sun. Most comets come from the Oort cloud, but no spacecraft has ever reached it, so its existence hasn't been confirmed. The Voyager 1 probe is currently about halfway there, but it will take another 100 years for it to reach the edge of the cloud. This is where the hypothetical Planet 9 comes in. If it's out there, its gravity should have sculpted the outer edges of the Oort cloud, leaving behind a telltale distortion. A team of astronomers led by Whitmire and David Kipping from Columbia University set out to measure the shape of the Oort cloud. They did this by tracking 6 long-period comets. A long-period comet is any comet that takes more than 200 years to orbit the Sun. By analyzing their trajectories, the team could tell how fast each comet was moving. They found that all 6 comets were traveling faster than they should have been based on the gravitational pull of the Sun and the 8 known planets. This suggests that something was tugging on the comets, slowing them down and altering their paths. The team wasn't able to identify this gravitational influence, but they say it could have come from a giant planet orbiting up to 800 astronomical units from the Sun. 1 astronomical unit, or O, is the average distance between the Earth and the Sun, about 150 million kilometers. To put that distance in perspective, the Voyager 1 probe is currently at about 150 astronomical units from the Sun. So a planet orbiting 800 astronomical units would be way out there in the boonies. But does this mean we should start stocking up on tinfoil hats? After all, we still haven't seen Planet 9. There are a few reasons why it hasn't shown up. First off, it might be really reflective. If the planet has a shiny surface like made of ice or metal, it could be reflecting enough light to make it visible. However, scientists don't think this is the case because it would have been spotted by now. Space agencies scan the skies constantly for near-Earth objects, or NEOs, asteroids, and comets that could threaten our planet. As part of this search, they use powerful telescopes to peer deep into space, looking for potentially dangerous objects. Even if the planet were 10 times larger than Earth, it would be hard to spot because it would be covered in ice and rock. Ice and rock don't reflect much light, so the planet would be really dark. It's possible that it's covered in a layer of ice, which would explain why it hasn't been detected. Some scientists speculate that the planet could have a thick atmosphere that blocks our view. This could be made of methane or another volatile substance. Whatever the atmosphere is made of, it would absorb visible light, making the planet look like a black hole in space. Another possibility is that the planet is covered in a layer of dense, dark clouds. These clouds could be obscuring our view of the planet and hiding its shiny surface. Fortunately, there is a spacecraft that might be able to see through the clouds. NASA's Nancy Grace Roman Space. This telescope is scheduled to launch in 2027. It will survey billions of stars and galaxies across the universe, searching for worlds beyond our solar system. It'll also scan the skies for near-Earth objects. Thanks to its wide field of view and infrared capabilities, the telescope should be able to spot most objects hiding in the Kuiper belt. If it turns out that there's nothing out there, astronomers will have to go back to the drawing board. They'll have to come up with a new explanation for the gravitational anomalies. On the other hand, if it does detect something, the hunt for Planet 9 will truly be over. Do you think there's a secret planet hidden in our solar system? If so, do you think it's habitable? Let us know your thoughts, and thank you for watching.